Hi there, welcome once again to another educational video documenting my Web3 expeditions. In a recent video, I introduced you to TARS Marketplace. It's an AI agent marketplace in category. We looked at all the features. Now it's still in its very early stages, so not all the features are available just yet. Do well to recount the previous video leading up to this. In this video, we're simply going to focus on why you want to launch a token along with your AI agent on TARS AI agent marketplace. But before we get started, just for context sake, let's say that TARS has a token called TAI. The project is already listed on CoinGecko, making it safe and reputable. So right from CoinGecko, you can begin to interact with the ecosystem by going to tars.pro. Tars.pro quickly tells you what TARS protocol is. It's basically an infrastructure for Web3 AI on Solana. So it's building a suite of tools, including the AI marketplace, that will enable anyone to explore the capabilities of Web3 AI on Solana. It has TGPT, which is a search engine for Web3. It has Sona, which is an AI agent that can carry out your on-chain interactions. It's specifically for Solana mobile users. And it has the AI agent marketplace, meaning that you can launch an entire AI-powered project along with a token. Now, the value of this post is in the discussion of why you should launch your AI agent on TARS, especially its token. So in the previous video, we attempted to show you how the creating an AI agent process look. The fee to pay is 1 SOL, but this starts the discussion. Of the 1 SOL, while 0.8 of the 1 SOL is spent as agent deployment cost, that will help you to get an incorporation of the ELISA framework, which is an advanced framework for Web3 AI agents. 0.2 is going to seeding listing on Radium. Now, this is very strong value proposition here because it means that your token automatically gains a listing on Radium, putting it in the eyes of the public. Now, that's not the case with many other AI agent marketplaces. Altogether, there are a handful of AI agent marketplaces in Web3. TARS being one. Another popular one is Virtuals Protocol. So I want to quickly show you something on Virtuals Protocol that will instantaneously tell you of why you want to launch your AI agent and its token on TARS. So you will see very quickly here that Virtuals Protocol has a listing of AI agents, and it's divided into 2 core parts, sentient and prototype. So sentient means tokens that have graduated and listed on a popular decentralized exchange. Now, Virtual Protocol is on the base chain, so listing happens on the likes of Uniswap on the base chain. So now, very quickly, if we go to, now these have graduated and ended up listing on Uniswap. But in the prototype segment, all these tokens have not. Basically, they've been stuck here without a listing because they cannot raise the liquidity required to bond to Uniswap. So you see, even though the market cap of this is as high as 101, and this was created 4 months ago, it has remained stuck, without the publicity that a Uniswap listing brings, unable to bond or list on Uniswap. Same thing with this, 48,000 market cap created 4 months ago. It's quite stuck here as well. You'll see it's this top one, even though it's at 101 market cap, struggling with volume because at the moment it's only featured on Virtual Protocol without a listing on a popular decentralized exchange. That's not the case with listings on TARS. Now, of course, TARS is in its very early stages, so it's not yet in the same realm of popularity as Virtual Protocol. It's still very much in its early testing phase. So there are not many projects listed on here just yet, and there is not much traction. But what is obvious is that upon creating your agent and its token, zero point 0.2 Sol is used to list your token instantaneously on Radium. So unlike tokens on virtual protocol that have to wait till they reach, let's say, 100,000 or more market cap, bootstrap as much liquidity for that to bond to a popular exchange, you with your listing on TARS have your token instantaneously listed on Radium in this case. Okay, so that's a very strong value proposition there. You can then bother about simply growing your project, knowing that you can send users to Radium to obtain your token, or they can obtain it directly on TARS. Okay, now another thing you'll very quickly see is that every token listed on TARS, while also listed on Radium automatically, is paired against TAI, which is the native token of TARS protocol. Now, if you look at the market cap of TARS, it's quite low, compared to virtuals. Let's see where virtual is. Okay, so virtuals is at 300 million market cap. That's way ahead of TARS, which is at a 20 million market cap, telling you that TARS has room for growth. And along with TARS growth, I believe that as the price of TARS grows, it will also impact the value of your token. Ideally, because it's paired against the pairing is against the TAI token. Every token listed on TARS protocol is paired against TAI. The growth of TAI impacts the ecosystem at large. So that's another good reason to have your AI agent and its respective token listed on TARS. Now, another interesting thing that I came across here, though I've not been able to find a documentation to be more established about this, is that it doesn't seem that you need extra expenditure to unlock social features, those shown here. Okay, so typically when you launch your AI agent, you're making on TARS protocol, you're making use of the advanced ELISA OS framework. And there is also TGPT, which powers their search engine and is well familiar with Web3. Whether terminologies and overall coverage. So another, I lost my thoughts there. Anyway, what I was saying is that one good reason I believe that one should list their token on TARS protocol is because you are, according to this, social integrations are enabled when Kaju reaches 50K market cap. Now, typically with other platforms, the requirement for you to unlock social features, such as an AI-powered Twitter, which underlyingly impacts the valuation of your project and token. Now, what do I mean? Assuming for this project, they've unlocked the Twitter feature. They will have a Twitter account fully automated by AI, which grows autonomously, that people come across on Twitter and then decide to venture further into what the project is about, and they end up finding Kaiju. We all know, AI-powered Twitter accounts like AIXBT with more than around 500,000 followers already, and the value it brings to its project. Now, that also, imagine also when Telegram is unlocked, AI-powered managing an entire community. Same thing applies to Discord, and the grand level to all this is TikTok. For example, an agent a popular agent on virtuals called Luna, has an AI managed TikTok that's live 24/7 and has amassed a lot of followers. Now, unlike other platforms like virtual, where the requirement to unlock social features is extremely high, on TARS it's extremely low. Now, with virtuals, I'm not very sure of the technicalities surrounding virtuals, but in general, you would have to also pay a large amount to unlock these features. But on TARS, there's no indication looking here, even superficially, that you will have to pay to unlock these features. It's milestone oriented, so it's likely that when you reach a 50k market cap on this token, you'll be able to unlock Twitter, then maybe another milestone, you'll be able to unlock Telegram. So from what I'm seeing, it's looking like TARS protocol is targeting the regular dev, and many of us fall in that category. We have a dream, desiring to build a dream, and simply cannot, garner visibility or bring about growth for the project, even when eventually launched, because of limitations like, high thresholds to bond and get listed on a popular decentralized exchange like you would typically face with protocol. In fact, I've launched several tokens on virtual. I think one token, but I've tried other AI agent marketplaces and it's just a struggle to gather momentum. On other AI agent marketplaces, those on Solana, they make use of Pump Fund, as their vehicle for token launches, and Pump Fund has a threshold of around $69,000, dollars of liquidity raised to bond to Radium, which many early stage projects cannot reach. So it's obvious that TARS protocol have targeted the young, developer, and many of us, like I said, fall in that category. So I believe that I've covered all that there is to why you should launch on TARS. It's still an evolutionary platform. There will be more reasons to launch on TARS in the future with the introduction of analytics and experimental labs. I think they will be focusing on tools that enable you bring about autonomous growth for your project, but we cannot view all those features at the moment. I'm only relying this video on the features highlighted. One that I touched on but didn't expand on, another reason why you should launch an AI agent and token on TARS protocol, is the ELISA OS and TGPT. TGPT is the LLM powering this search engine, which is basically a search engine for Web3. And ELISA, I believe, is the most advanced model for Web3 AI agents from what I've seen. If you were to avail of ELISA on some other AI agent marketplace, you'll have to pay at least 1.5 SOL. In the case of TARS, you'd only pay 1 SOL total, with 0.2 of that SOL going towards liquidity and the 0.8 towards the agent deployment cost. Bringing us to the end of this video, I'm doing a series to cover TARS protocol as a project, not only to showcase the productivity they are bringing about for humanity, but also to inspire them. Again, Web3 AI overall is evolutionary and it's much needed for world adjustment. So any project building in that realm, ambitious enough to build in that realm, should be encouraged. They also have received a Solana Foundation grant, and they are basically building. And that's about it for this video. Stay tuned for the next video. In the next video, I'll be tackling other aspects of TARS. TGPT, for instance, will enable you earn points for interacting with this LLM. So stay tuned for that video and an entire series of videos. That's about it for this video. Exhaust the description area for information there, relevant information pertaining to Web3. Subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials. Stay awesome, take action.